I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel, Mad Crafty. Today I am going to show you how I decorated and painted this pink nutcracker. It was a lot of fun. I love going into my craft room and looking through the embellishments bin and then kind of seeing how I can incorporate as many things as possible into the nutcracker. So that's what I did here. I encourage you to do the same. These are just some fun things that I did to give you some inspiration and ideas. So let me show you how I did it.
I'm using this pink paint as is for some portions of my nutcracker, and then I'm mixing up the pink with white for a lighter shade for other parts. I love using one color in multiple shades for projects because it makes it very easy to tidy up any mistakes because it's all the same color. Here we have our bear nutcracker. Now I'm just using little dabs of paint to map out where I want to put which shades. And here we have the first base of all my colors. I ended up painting the midsection white. Now it's time to embellish, and I used these small crochet circles to start. I thought they made really cute shoulder pads, so I glued those on there. Next, I'm using this mini pom pom garland for the top of the knee socks I'm gonna make. I'm just using some clear tacky glue for this, and I love the way they turned out. Now, I'm noticing my very messy stand and I want to fix it before I continue, so I'm going to take some magenta alcohol ink to do this. Make sure to shake it first. And then I'm just adding droplets all around the base. I love using these because sometimes it's hard to paint in those nooks and crannies. I'm also adding some white alcohol ink to make it a little bit lighter. And then going back in with my acrylic paint to clean all those edges up. So you can see that I'm jumping around a lot here because I'm kind of just going with the flow and adding things as ideas pop up in my head. There really isn't any specific guide for this other than making sure you paint your base first and then start embellishing. So now I'm taking this pink ribbon I found in my ribbon stash and I'm using that clear tacky glue again to wrap it around the belt area. I used that same ribbon to add stripes to the knee socks, but then I noticed what a mess I made with the alcohol ink, so again, going with the flow here, I'm going to make it work and cover those messy spots up with some pink scrap yarn. Still a bit messy, but way better than before. Now I'm using these gem strips around the rim of the hat. I also used these gem strips around the drums. I then took some mini white pom poms and used that clear glue to adhere them on the white coat randomly. And here I'm just adding some extra dark pink circles because this top area was looking a little bare. Now I'm bouncing up to the face and I used this pink felt, cut mini circles and added them on for some rosy cheeks. The dollar store had these really cute disco balls, so I decided to glue it to the top of the drum. He's a dancer, he loves it. Now I got out my Dollar Tree feathers and added one to the hat. Now, back to the face again, I'm using the back of a colored pencil and I dipped it in some white acrylic paint to sort of dot the eyes in. While those eyeballs are drying, I'm using some stuffing to give my nutcracker some traditional fluffy hair. I used hot glue for this part. Once the eyeballs dried, I took a smaller pencil and dotted in the black paint. And then I took a black Sharpie and created some funky looking eyebrows. You could do this with paint too, but I like to draw in smaller features sometimes. Ah, look, he's slowly looking more magical. I also found these cute star toothpicks in my box of embellishments, so I thought I would snip the toothpick a little, paint the leftover piece white so it would blend in, and then hot glue them onto the bottom of the drumsticks. Now for the teeth and the lips, you want to put the top lip up here and the bottom lip right there. So I got a Sharpie out in the pink family and drew in my lips. Ah, look, he can talk. I then used a toothpick and white paint to carefully paint in some teeth. And then to tie that lip color in a bit more, I also used the same Sharpie on the rims of the drum. Then I used my Cricut to cut out a mustache, but you could also use pulled pieces of cotton balls or cut your own mustache out of the paper. Once my lips and teeth were completely dry, I rolled up some more fluff in my hands and glued on the beard. Here are some tiny gems and regular sized gems I used for some last minute add-ons like for the drumsticks and for the feet. And finally, don't forget to paint that back part. And add a little more sparkle if you wish. And ta-da! Our Nutcracker friend is all done. Also, as you saw, I made plenty of messes throughout this project, but I feel like the way I covered them up made the Nutcracker even better. So always try and make lemonade out of lemons and make it work. My dad always says they don't know what you're going for, and that could not be more true. So I encourage you to embrace any happy accident.
I also made the snowman guy, but I kind of prefer the pink Nutcracker. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up and considered subscribing to my channel for more crafts. You can find me on Instagram at madcrafty, and I'll see you next time.